Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Lance.
And this is Chris.
And this is the 90s Nuts podcast. I hope you guys are doing pretty well. It's been quite a few weeks without the podcast. We've had some life events get in the way, but we are back to recording this week. And Chris, tell them what we're going to be talking about today.
Nintendo 64 games.
Yep, we are going to be doing our top 10 Nintendo 64 games. We wanted to do something video game related, and then Chris decided to pick N64. So we decided to do that. Chris, what were your memories on N64?
It was a good console, I think. First 64-bit console. So a lot of the first 3D games were on the N64. It was... you had PlayStation 2 and not PlayStation 2, but
PlayStation also.
Yeah. And you had Xbox hadn't come out yet.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, it was the main console of our childhood, I think.
Yeah, PlayStation and N64 were definitely like big ones when we were getting to be to that point in our I would say our tweens kind of, because PlayStation kind of came out like 95 around the time for us, and then N64 came out in 96, I believe. And so there was our early tweens into our teenage years. So I know that before that it was really just Sega and Nintendo, and other companies tried getting into the staying 3DO or
but it was mainly Sony and Nintendo were the
Sony became big, and Genesis was struggling, and then eventually Genesis kind of got over everything.
They kind of made a little bit of a comeback with the Dreamcast.
Only a little bit though. It was only for a little bit. But it was I think it was probably because after the Genesis, they tried releasing Sega CD, the 32X, and then the Saturn so close together. The cat is up on the table and doesn't want to get down. Makoto, slow down. Come here.
I love my cat.
Yeah, the cat's just chilling. She's like, I want to be a part of the podcast.
Well, actually, she's Michael's cat.
Yeah. He's a good kitty. But yeah, I know that the Atari tried releasing a 64-bit console, the Jaguar, and it wasn't good at all. If you guys ever want to get an insight on how bad the Jaguar was, definitely check out Angry Video Game Nerd's video on the Jaguar. Wasn't that great at all. Okay, so also I just want to let you guys know, if you ever want to contact us, give us some feedback, ever want to be on an episode, feel free to email us, the 90s Nuts Podcast at gmail.com. We're also on Facebook. We're also on X, formerly Twitter. And you can check us out on all that stuff as well. We're also on Spotify and Podbean, so you guys can check us out there. We've been getting quite a bit of positive feedback from our first two episodes. And a lot of people seem to like the Jim Carrey episode, which was our last episode. So thank you guys for listening to that one. There have been people that have been letting us know about things that they want to listen to, they want to hear in the future. There have been people that have said that they want us to talk about some game shows, and we will be talking about that in the future. I had someone message me and said that they wanted us to eventually talk about Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Greatest Nick game show ever except for Nick Arcade.
Yeah, definitely. We will be talking about Legends in the future, as well as other, not just Nickelodeon game shows, but also just 90s game shows in general. So we will be talking about that. But yeah, let's get started with our list of N64 games. So Chris, do you want to start off with your number 10?
Warzone.
WWF Warzone?
Yeah, WWF Warzone.
Okay.
You want to do what I do for a living, son? Then step into the WWF Warzone. Go ahead, create your own wrestler. Just another victim for Stone Cold to take out. 4-player action, 4 more kicked. A piece of trash like you is gonna get in a steel cage with me? All the moves in the world won't mean jack when you meet the Stone Cold Stunner. You wanna survive WWF Warzone? Stay away from me. And that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so. Acclaim Sports.
All right.
Listed on the label, and it's nostalgia because of all the wrestlers they had in it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are dead, some of them don't, compete anymore. So definitely WWF Warzone.
Yeah, Warzone is funny because with those Acclaim games at the time, you would like them, and then you would think of like, oh, like, and at that time you were like, oh my god, this is such a cool game. And I mean, it was also released on the PlayStation as well. PlayStation had full motion video, like little promos and stuff. If you guys have ever seen the Ahmed Johnson Warzone videos, definitely feel free to check that out. I know you don't get those videos on the N64, but definitely, I think what I'll do is I'll play a little clip from the what they call Fun with Ahmed videos in just a second. But yeah, those are always so funny. Chris, have you ever seen those videos?
No, because I didn't have the
Okay.
PlayStation.
So it's on YouTube, and it's called Fun with Ahmed, and they take all the Ahmed Johnson promos from Warzone on PlayStation, and they put different captions in them. I'll definitely have to have you, let me actually pause so we can actually watch them real quick. Okay, so yeah, I just had Chris watch the Fun with Ahmed videos for the first time, but yeah, there's a reason why Ahmed Johnson didn't really talk too much. Because he always sounded like he had his mouth full of food. But yeah, Warzone, one of two Acclaim released games for WWF on the N64. They also did some for ECW, which was pretty much just the Warzone and Attitude engines, just with ECW stuff over it. But yeah, and I think it was, Hardcore Heaven and Anarchy Rules, I think, were the two games.
I think so. I never had the ECW games.
Yeah. But I always liked the season mode for like those two games where like you would go up and like, get to championships that way. When it comes to Acclaim games, I played them mostly on PlayStation, like Attitude. That was a big one of mine. But yeah, around that time, WCW, I feel like, had the better games. But I will go with my number 10 for right now. And it is also a WWF game that was released on the N64. And that would be the first of the THQ AKI series, WrestleMania 2000.
The Rock can't believe this little Rudy Pucciabroni has stolen all The Rock's signature moves.
He walks like The Rock. He talks like The Rock. He's got the rock bottom, the people's elbow, the people's eyebrow.
That's gimmick infringement.
That ain't right.
He's even got the millions and the millions of The Rock's fans playing this video game.
The Rock, know your role and shut your mouth.
Over 50 WWF superstars hold their signature moves and taunts. WrestleMania 2000.
The Rock is going to take that little green bag, all those little video games, and stick them straight up your candy ass.
Now, as you'll see, there are a couple games that were part of this AKI engine that are on my list. They all have like different things that I'm picking for different reasons. And out of the 4 AKI release games on the N64, WrestleMania 2000 is at the bottom for me. For a certain reason. But, I'll get into that at when I talk about my other picks. WrestleMania 2000 was cool because it was just the first AKI game. You see what they did with WCW, and then WWF got the license and the engine, and it just worked so well for them. And that's why I think like their games are iconic. But WrestleMania 2000, I like how they had the Road to WrestleMania 2000 mode. And then also, like, it was cool to see the WrestleMania 2000 arena, even though it didn't look what the actual WrestleMania 2000 arena was going to look like.
Well, it did have, capability,
Yeah. But I also remember I used to play that here. WrestleMania 2000, I used to play that here at your place. And that was always cool. But yeah, WrestleMania 2000 was a really good one. So Chris, number 9 for you.
WrestleMania 2000.
Oh, okay, there you go. Anything about it stick out to you?
No, basically what you said. I mean, being those games were iconic, like you said. Yeah, I like I like sorry, I like career modes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean anything, especially sports games like all the 2K games now have like My Rise and stuff like that, and all the career modes. That Road to WrestleMania 2000 was kind of the first career mode, so that's a thing for me. Is I like career modes rather than play now.
Did you primarily create yourself, or did you?
Yeah, I always
play
created
somebody
myself.
else? Okay.
Always.
Did you have a name for yourself?
No, I was just I like because you know how much I love Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be the Canadian Dream.
I love that. Okay, that's really, really good. I like that.
And I'd always be from Toronto.
There you go.
Remember in middle school and high school, I always said I was born in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually funny because it kind of reminds me of like how Lance Storm always had his like Canada be a big part of his like gimmick and everything like that.
The Un-Americans.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But I remember when they had Team Canada in WCW, and I remember they ended up having... See, I wasn't watching at this time, but I remember it was like him and Elix Skipper and I think somebody else, and then randomly they had Jim Duggan in Team Canada, which made no sense because, he was always big on America and everything like that. But yeah, that's actually funny that you call yourself the Canadian Dream. That is pretty funny though. I love that. Anything else you want to know about WrestleMania 2000?
No, that was just my thing.
Mm-hmm. It's fair. All right. So my number 9 is actually going to be, and I consider both of them kind of the same, the Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter games.
You thought they were extinct. They're back. Mutated and far more dangerous. Now they want the Earth back. Only one man with mammoth firepower and a taste for big game can make dinosaurs extinct again. Turok, Dinosaur Hunter.
Oh my God, going back to Acclaim. Turok, there was something I always liked about it. It was just like a first-person shooter. It was just cool because, you're like this Native American warrior that like is just in like the dinosaur ages, and you're just taking out like all these dinosaurs. I always was big on using, I know you could use like a whole bunch of other weapons. I feel like it was kind of like Doom, but with dinosaurs. But for me, I always used to like the simplistic weapons like a bow and arrow, even though there were some pretty crazy weapons you could use in that game. Also, I liked activating the cheat modes, that way you could change the color of the blood and be like, I want green blood, or I think purple was an option. Of course, there was red, but I think purple was an option. I'm actually going to take a look. Let me see. Blood, colors, Turok. So there was... I'm trying to remember here. But yeah, you could change the color of blood, and I think it was green, purple, and... Yeah, there was red and green, but I'm pretty sure there was purple, because you could... Or you could just turn the blood off, which I always thought was cool. But yeah, Turok Dinosaur Hunter and Turok 2 was also another favorite. I think it was called Seeds of Evil or something like that. Yep, Seeds of Evil. But yeah, I know that they remastered them recently. I think because there was I think it was a third one, but I don't think I ever played the third one. But Turok was always cool. I gotta get back and playing some of these games. I gotta revisit again because it was just. I was more of a PlayStation guy back then, but N64 there were some games games that I would play. But more of my memories consist of PlayStation. But yeah, out of the limited amount of games that I always played on N64, Turok was always one of them. All right. So do you got your number 8?
Super Mario 64.
Yo, listen up. We will not live in a two-dimensional world. We won't go in one direction
or seek what we can say.
We will walk through walls. We will take a look around us.
We will not be confined.
We believe in the path of least limits.
We won't be told how to view the world.
We will experience true freedom.
We will not compromise. We will live the game through our hands.
We will be in control of something.
We will change the system.
Oh, good choice. Awesome.
Basically the main N64 game
Yep.
of the time.
Yep. Really good game.
120 stars.
Did you ever get all of them?
Nope.
No.
I never got to meet Yoshi.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
after you get the 120 stars, the cannon
Yeah.
comes out and you shoot yourself up to the roof of Peach's castle and Yoshi's there.
I actually only got all the stars once. Maybe I should probably revisit it. I could probably play it again on my Switch because I think it's part of the N64 collection. If you have like one of those subscriptions, you get like access to Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo,
had that on
NES, N64,
On my
Genesis.
handheld game.
Oh yeah, you do. That's
I don't know
cool.
if I have Mario 64, but I have like Pokemon.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Mario 64 was always a cool game. And it was always, I liked when you would start it up, how you could mess with Mario's
pull the
nose. Yeah. Or the mustache.
Yeah.
And then you would let go and it'd be like, "Rah, rah, rah." Yeah, that was always cool. I remember the first time I saw Mario 64 at Walmart. Remember the kiosks where they would have the games?
Yep.
And you would have a controller, but the screen was like
Yeah, you were like,
up above and you had to crane your neck back
yeah.
just to play. And
But then eventually they brought it in at eye level and you could.
yeah, I miss those days where you could play video games at the video game store. Like I
Yeah.
remember Walmart in their electronics section always had it. Makoto, what are you doing?
EV games too.
Yeah, I remember EV.
When
Well,
GameStop
before it
used to
became
be.
GameStop, yeah. But yeah, that was always cool too. All right. Anything else you want to talk about Mario 64?
No, it was just a cool game. I mean, it was nice. It was fun seeing Mario in 3D instead of, do.
Okay. My number 8 is Super Smash Brothers.
Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me is you. Happy together.
Something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. Introducing Super Smash Brothers, where all your favorite characters go toe-to-toe in one 4-player star-studded slam fest, only on Nintendo 64.
It was a big favorite of mine as a kid. I always remember going over to my neighbor's house and we would always play it. And I mean, I'm not big on fighting games, but there was just something about Smash Brothers that I always just thought was like really, really cool. It's funny because like now, like the game has just evolved so much over the years and there are so many other people you can play as, but back then, you could only pick from like 12 people. There was Luigi, Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus from Metroid, Captain Falcon from, I think, F-Zero, the racing game, Ness from Earthbound. Did you ever play Earthbound?
No.
So, Earthbound was part of the Mother trilogy. It was released as Mother 1, 2, and 3 in Japan, but here we only got Mother 2 and for the Super Nintendo, and they called it Earthbound. And I remember it's still pretty pricey if you can actually find it. It came with like the strategy guide that had these scratch and sniffs like things that really stunk. I remember they gave me a sample of it in a Game Pro or Nintendo Power magazine one time, and it pretty much stunk. And didn't really sell too well, but cool RPG game. Yoshi, Kirby, Fox from Star Fox,
Yep.
Pikachu, and Jigglypuff. My mains on Smash Brothers were Luigi and Pikachu. But yeah, it's just crazy to think about the fact that there were only 12 characters, and I don't even know how many characters you can play as in Smash Brothers Ultimate now, which is the most recent one. Let me actually look this up. How many playable characters Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Probably at least 60, probably at least 40.
Ultimate features 89 playable fighters, including all characters from previous Super Smash Bros. Games as well as newcomers. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, and 89.
Yeah, from 12. But then again, we're talking about a game that came out over 20 years ago.
Exactly.
Over 25 years ago to be exact, because I believe it came out in 99. The original Smash Bros. Yeah, 99. It got released.
That was 26 years ago.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, quite a long time ago. But yeah, always a fun game.
Makes me feel old now.
Stop! Don't even start with that shit. We're not old. We're just seasoned. So, Chris, you're number 7.
Madden 64.
I used to tell players, if you ever get a real hard hit, the best thing you can do to a guy is laugh at it. Smacks and you go. Most people want to cry, but you can't do that. The best reaction you can get is to laugh. That means you don't care or you like it. Neither one of those are good for the hittee. That's my game. What's yours?
The 64 games were a lot worse than the year games.
Yeah, I get that.
The block characters.
Oh, yeah.
Like FIFA 64 is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Compared to the FC games nowadays. But then again, obviously, different engines, different capabilities.
Yeah, the 64 was well known for blocky graphics compared to the PlayStation, but still, yeah.
Yeah,
But back then, that stuff looked amazing for us.
That was like top notch.
Yeah, exactly.
3D graphics, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa.
Yeah. And nowadays it's a lot.
Kids nowadays be like, this sucks.
Yeah. But we still have a soft spot for it.
Of course. Yeah, Madden. That's when we really started getting into like sports games rather than just the wrestling stuff. So, I mean...
Did you play seasons on
I played season mode all the time. When I was younger, what I would do is, since I didn't have career mode and like stat keeping, I would get a notebook, put out all the things I wanted to track, and write it out after every season. So I'd have my own stat tracking.
Yeah. That's cool. It's a good way to do it. I think it's funny. I think my brother does stuff like that. Yeah. Like with, they play Power Pros all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure he writes down stuff like that for now.
And we'll see like a 15-2 in like bottom of the ninth thing, and he'll take a picture of it because it's just so weird.
Yeah.
You never see a 15-2 game that will go to the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, it's true.
Unless
what was the character that they all created on Power Pros?
Josh Evans.
Josh Evans. It's such a basic name, but it works.
I was the one that helped them create it. Other than that, it's just like Mike wrote it, Chris wrote it.
Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, Power Pros is this very interesting, what was it, Power Pros 2008?
Yes.
It was a game that Chris, his late brother Mike, and my brother Billy would play with their friend Shane on the PlayStation 2.
They still play it?
Yeah, they still play it, yep. And it's a very interesting game. I mean, I kind of knew that Billy would be big in the sports games because ever since we were kids, his big favorite was backyard baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was huge on
they
those
actually
games.
came out with that on Xbox.
I heard, yeah.
Back 90s, the original backyard baseball.
Yeah, the company that released I think it's Humongous.
Yeah.
Yeah, They also had like Putt Putt and Pajama Sam.
Yeah.
I remember those games from when we were younger. But yeah, Billy was big into humongous games back then. And like some of them I like to play too. Like they were cool. But yeah.
Yeah, I had Backyard Baseball for the PC.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, we had Putt Putt and Pajama Sam for PC as well. So that's pretty much how my brother got introduced to humongous. All right. So anything else you wanted to talk about from Madden 64?
A lot of my tops are the Madden games.
My number 7 is Pokemon Stadium.
A battle looms over this place. It's a battle for destiny, a battle for glory, a battle for
Pokemon Stadium, the place to prove you're the ultimate Pokemon trainer. You can upload your Game Boy Pokemon onto your N64, then, for the first time ever, battle in 3D.
Then a conquering hero is raised to victory. Sky high.
Rated E for everyone.
That was a good game.
There was just always, and I'm considering 1 and 2. I pretty much think that they are the same game in my opinion. It's just Pokemon Stadium 2 was cool because you got to use silver and gold.
Yeah,
so
you put your game in.
Yeah, I like how they had that thing you could put in the back of your controller, put your Pokemon cartridge from the Game Boy and incorporate your whole roster of Pokemon that you could pick. And then what Pokemon Stadium 2 is that you can put Pokemon Gold and Silver in there and you can get all the other, what was it? The up to 250 Pokemon, yeah. Because Kanto was for the first game and then Johto was for the second one. But yeah, I always liked that. I liked the mini games in the Pokemon Stadium games. And I also liked the fact that, what was it, that part of the game where you could actually play Pokemon on your N64.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was cool. And it had like the overlay and everything like that. It was kind of like how, I feel like it was somewhat similar to how what happened when they had the Super Game Boy, which I always thought was cool. One thing I never tried, but I think would be cool, I'm not sure if this was possible or not, but I'm wondering if you could play other Game Boy games in Pokemon Stadium with that. I never tried it. But
I mean, we could.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there was something that they could just recognize to just see.
Don't have the.
Yeah, I want to get that actually eventually because I mean it's like granted, yeah, I have my emulators, but I still have my N64 physically, and I don't have Pokemon Stadium, but I want to kind of get back into playing Pokemon, like and catching like all this stuff, and like then actually end up having them there. I think I might try to do that eventually. Just get like a Game Boy Advance SP. And just play Pokemon, like, because I feel like it'd be more.
You know those handheld games that we have?
Yeah.
All the Pokemons are on there.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Red, blue, and yellow.
Yeah, but I would like to actually be able to use that. That way I can use the cartridge in my N64 to play Pokemon Stadium. Like, legit. There's something about making your own Pokemon and, like, rather than catching it on there because, I mean, I don't think you would be able to do that on an emulator. And be able to incorporate that. I feel like that's one of the games that'd be better just to have physically, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But Pokemon Stadium was such a good game. I loved playing it. I loved one of my buddies at the time. We used to get together on Saturday mornings and watch new episodes of Pokemon on WB. And then we would play Pokemon Stadium. We would play it for hours. And it was so cool because you're actually having like actual like battles, and I always thought it was awesome. But yeah, there's something about that I really liked. I don't know, maybe I need to get back into playing like Pokemon as it is now, and get Pokemon for my Switch and start playing that again. But it's so weird. I have such a soft spot for I kind of fell off after 250. So around the time Pokemon the movie 3 came out, I was just kind of checked out on Pokemon.
Yeah, I was Gen 1 and 2.
Like, you know, I was Gen 1 and 2. So Gen 1 and 2 for me was Pokemon the movie and Pokemon the movie 2000 as of the TV series, because I was a huge Pokemon fan back then. It's funny that actually I noticed that we have a stuffed Pikachu right behind you.
Yep.
But yeah, like that was always like a big thing for me. Out of the original 3, not counting Pikachu and not counting the Johto version, what was your starter Pokemon?
Every time it was Charmander.
Same. I don't know. There's something I liked about Charmander. I think it was probably because I thought Charizard looked more badass than Blastoise.
Well, I mean...
But of course, getting Squirtle is helpful for that first gym.
Yeah, because
rock and ground Pokemon. Water. Yeah. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium was such a fun game. All right, so Chris, you're number 6.
Pokemon Channel.
Oh yeah, I know what game that was. Yeah, I remember that.
I loved watching the little things that they had on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you couldn't do much more than that, but watching the Pichu channel and the Squirtle's home shopping, it was just fun.
I never played Pokemon Channel.
Michael, Shane, and I would play it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd play it myself, just by myself, like I would with Puzzle League, but I liked it. It was a cute game. I'll say that, because it had like Pichu had its own show. Squirrel had like a QVC kind of show, and they had different things, that you could. It was like watching TV in a Pokemon game.
Kind of makes me think. I also another big thing that I got into when I was into my big Pokemon phase was the trading card game. I used to play it quite a bit.
Binders full.
I need to actually figure out what exactly happened with all my old Pokemon cards. I don't know. Maybe my brother has them. I don't know.
Binders.
Yeah, because those are probably like, I remember used to playing a lot with my friends, and oddly enough, I don't think they ever released a game for it on the N64. I know they did on the PC because I had it for PC, and that was always fun.
I just collected. I never actually played it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to play it.
But I had binders full, and they were all organized by type.
Mm-hmm. We used to play it. Me and a couple friends used to play it, and if we won battles, we got to like win a card from each other. It's kind of like how Pogs were, except we didn't just get to keep everything. Because I mean, honestly, if
with Pogs, you got everything you won.
Yeah, but with Pokemon trading card game battles, I need to get back into that stuff. Our buddy Nick actually likes to collect classic 150 ones. Yeah, I gotta get back into that stuff. It was so much fun. And also, it's probably a lot better to play that. It was a lot easier for me to play Pokemon trading card game rather than like Yu-Gi-Oh! or Magic. I was never a, MTG person. I can never
or D&D and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, anything else you want to talk about with Pokemon Channel?
No, it was a really cute game, and it was fun. I mean, even though you couldn't like play, it was fun watching like Pokemon TV.
Mm-hmm. So, my number 6, and I'm sure this will be a favorite of yours as well. This is actually my first Mario game that's on the list, and that would be Mario Kart 64.
Fasten your seatbelts for a 360-degree burnout. Precision handling for 1 to 4 drivers. New Mario Kart 64. It really kicks asphalt.
Yeah, just such a big favorite of mine. I still remember the music, and when you see the Nintendo thing revolve around, and then you just hear the music, and you just hear Mario go, "Welcome to Mario Kart!" So good. Yeah. Awesome soundtrack. My main was always Bowser. I always liked Bowser.
I was a Toad fan.
You were a Toad fan? Yeah. Did you have any favorite raceways? I mean, I know everyone likes to say Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road.
I did like Mario Raceway.
Mario Raceway was good, yeah. But my Rainbow Road was the best.
Mm-hmm. And I also liked Bowser's Castle too.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
That was a good one as well. but I did like that one. Yeah, it was so cool. Like, I liked being able to, I mean, hell, I got a spiked blue tortoiseshell tattoo on my arm. So there's that. However, I did not like this power-up when I'm first. And, you know, that damn shell always would find its way to me because, of course, you know, the green shells, tortoise shells were just, there was no, you couldn't aim with those. The red ones were homing, and the spiked blue was homing whoever was first. Did you have a favorite power-up in Mario Kart?
Turbo.
Yeah.
Anything else, turbo. That got me to first place, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I win.
Yeah, the gold mushroom was always my favorite because it lasted for a while. To be honest, other
I like the homing shells.
I like the homing shells, yeah. Another big underrated favorite of mine, the banana peels.
Yes.
Yeah, those were my favorite,
Yeah.
and then also the lightning bolts. Yeah, those were cool because nothing was more satisfying to me than getting that lightning bolt, using it on everybody else, and just realizing, oh, there's a racer that's in front of me. Let me run them over and just flatten their ass. That was always cool. But yeah, I'm always a big fan of Mario Kart 64. I used to have so much. Oh, and the battles where you had the 3 balloons above you and you took out somebody 3 times they were eliminated. That was cool too. Back in the days of split screen. Of course, they've come out with Mario Kart and other platforms pretty much every iteration, but Mario Kart 64 was really what set it off for me. Mario Kart on Super Nintendo was alright, but Mario Kart 64 kind of just like blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you're number 5, Chris.
WCW NWO World Tour.
It's WCW versus NWO World Tour. GamePro calls it one of the fall's hottest titles. Game Informer says it's the end-all, be-all of wrestling, featuring over 20 of WCW's and NWO's top wrestlers, a 4-player battle royal mode, and up to 40 moves per wrestler, including signature moves and foreign objects, all on Nintendo 64. Call now, 1-800-WCW-8661, or send $69.95 to the address on your screen. Also available wherever video games are sold.
That's your number 5?
Yeah.
Dude, this is ridiculous. It's my number 5 too.
Whoa.
Perfect. That is perfect. Awesome. So, first off, since it's your turn, you go ahead and tell me what was big for a World Tour.
Just the WCW, NWO together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had the Wolfpack, you had Black and White, and you had the regular WCW roster.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's not, well, my next game I'll get into beginning, but World Tour was just, it was one of the first games I ever had.
Mm-hmm. It was the first AKI WCW game.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was one of the first games I ever had. Like, I had like Mario 64, I had World Tour, and I had Revenge, which we'll get into in a minute.
Yeah.
That's my number 4, by the way.
Yeah.
And I have it actually right over there. Yeah, it was one of those first games I ever got into, you know, with the blocky characters, the blocky Lex Luger, the total package.
Did you have yeah. If you guys don't know this, at Chris's house, actually, there's still this sticker on the window on his front door that is of Lex Luger. It's got somebody in the torture rack.
Yeah,
and oh my god.
Total package.
Yeah. You've had that sticker on that door and that window forever. And I still laugh when I see it, like sometimes, because it's just like, you can never have that. You have to keep that on the window forever. You can't. It's just such a iconic part of the house.
Like, if I ever saw the house, I'll take that window out. Just keep it.
Leave it. Be like, if you sign the contract with the other house, you gotta promise me one thing: you won't get rid of this door. Yeah, this sticker has gotta be on the door forever.
It's been on there for 25 years.
Yeah.
The only reason I did that, though, this is funny. My dad would put his, like, because he was a part of like NRA and Police League and stuff like that. You know, he sponsored all these different things. They give you stickers and you put on the window. Well, I wanted to have a sticker on the window, so I put my Lex Luger sticker on the window.
I love it. Did you have a main that you would play as on World Tour?
No, I pretty much just do whatever I felt like playing that day. I did play Luger, I played as Raven, I played as Jericho.
So I had two mains. And I'll talk about, of course, like I said, it's my fifth pick as well. For me, it was my first experience for wrestling on the N64. And I absolutely love the game. My favorite thing to do was to do Fatal 4-Ways. It was more like 4-way dances because it was elimination style. And I had two mains. I had the Black Ninja, which is really just the Great Sasuke, because they couldn't use licensed names back then, I guess. And I would always use... there were other characters that I would actually use in the matches, like there was Saladin, there was Ali Baba. I think Saladin was actually Abdullah the Butcher. You could tell just the way he looked. He was like this, bald guy. He had these pants. He was fat. But I always liked playing as the Black Ninja, and I always played as Black Ninja with the short sleeves because you could pick different attire changes.
That was a cool part.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, and we'll talk more about that with other ones as well. I also liked my other main was Scott Norton. Yeah, I loved playing as Scott Norton because I would just haul off, power bomb people, I would pick them up, wait for them to be up, and then I would just run off the ropes and just line their asses. And my favorite thing to do was knocking a motherfucker out. So I always liked when you would like hit them, like punch them a certain way, or you would line them a certain way or give them a move, and they would do this thing where they act like they were trying to get up, like they were like lifting up off their back for a minute, and then like you would wait to see if they were actually knocked out or not, because if they were knocked out, their head would fall back, and that was a knockout, and that was a way on how you could beat them. Or just the way on how you would hit them, like if you punch them or give them a boot or something. Like if you're Nash and you're throwing on somebody off the rope and you give them a head damage, you give them a big boot and they just collapse, and they would do this thing like their belt would be rung and they would fall back. One of the things that I would actually equate it to was when Hogan faced Flair at Bash to the Beach 94. And Hogan gave like this weird double clothesline to Flair and Sherry, and like the way on how he did it to Sherry, she did like the N64 cell, and I was like, oh, Sherry just got knocked out. But I actually liked it when you would like knock somebody up from the back and they would just crumble to their knees and fall down. That was always my favorite. I liked the tournaments you could do on World Tour. That was always a favorite of mine. One thing I didn't like though is that you couldn't do certain people's like actual finishers. Like with Hogan, yeah, you could do the leg drop, but it wasn't a finish. You know what I mean? Certain wrestlers you could do their finish, others you couldn't. But I like with World Tour and how they had wrestlers from other companies that just didn't use the licenses or like their license names. So you said Revenge was your number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's WCW NWO Revenge, only on Nintendo 64. Nintendo Power says WCW NWO action is bigger than ever. Fans will eat this one up. Featuring over 60 of WCW and NWO superstars with custom finishes and trademark moves. 4-player Battle Royal mode with double teaming and more weapons than ever before. Get addicted. Call 1-800-WCW-8661 to order now. Also available wherever video games are sold.
Revenge is just too sweet.
The beginning.
All right.
1998.
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Truck just barreling down like a random fucking highway. What was it? Was it raining out?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And you just see Sting.
Sting next to 2 tombstones in the middle of the fucking road with a lightning.
And the guy's like, what?
Yeah, what? And then you just hear dun 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 dun. Yeah. The intro to Revenge
That's
is
why it's
so
high
good.
on my list.
Yeah. What?
And like people from other companies, you had like 6 different companies you could choose from.
Yeah.
You had black and white, you had black and red, you had WCW, like 4 different WCW rosters. You had like OWF or whatever it was.
Raven's Flock.
Raven's Flock, yeah. All these different like things.
Yep. And then I think actually that was the game that had the birth of AKI Man.
I think so, yeah.
Because they had Dr. Jekyll, they had Dr. Frank, there was Kimchi that always, whenever you would do any kind of move. There were only 2 people that actually had voices somewhat in the game. There was Savage, would always do his ooh yeah, and then of course there was Kimchi, would always go gee whenever he would hit you. Gay. He'd be like gee. But yeah, it was so good. The Executioner. Yeah, that was a
The
lot of
only
good
thing I don't remember how to do is pin.
Oh yeah, I think it was just the L button, or it was down.
I don't know. I tried the C buttons. I tried the analog stick. I tried everything. I just don't remember because I was going to do the Cruiserweight Championship with Chris Jericho. Because they didn't have like a tournament mode. They had that champion.
Yeah, the championship mode. Yep. Yeah, where you could just go through.
You go through everybody.
And then you would unlock the champion, and then you would unlock them to the roster, which I always thought was cool. Yeah, that was always nice. Yeah, really cool game. Did you play as one particular person?
No.
On Rampage?
Jericho was a big one for me. I always liked Chris Jericho. Even, when he was a heel. I was a big Jericho fan.
You were a Jerichoholic.
I was a Jericho.
Oh my god, I remember you used to have the Jericho shirt.
I have the Sexy Beast shirt.
Yeah. You still have it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Closet.
I remember you used to wear that to wrestling
And I
events.
have one that says Raw is Jericho.
Yep.
I was a big Jericho-holic.
Yeah.
I was also an edgehead too.
Yeah. I remember you were an edgehead. Yep.
I have a Sex and Violence t-shirt.
Yeah, and you were actually at the SmackDown where he had to announce his retirement, right?
I was, yep.
His original retirement in 2011?
Yep,
yeah.
I was there.
It was in Albany, right?
Yep, because a lady had a sign that said, "Real men wear purple," for when Cena came out.
Yep.
And he pointed to it. And we were in the row right behind that girl.
Yeah.
And Michael had his core shirt on.
Oh god, the core.
Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel.
The bastard son of the Nexus.
Yep.
Oh,
there
man.
was Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel.
Ezekiel Jackson, Heath Slater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Core, C-O-R-R-E.
Yeah. Oh my god. So, Revenge. I will talk about that in a little bit. But my number 4 is Mario 64, which we already talked about. Just a lot of fun. I still remember the music, I always liked hearing from the first one. It was like the
Beach's voice.
Those big ass chain chomps. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and Bomb the first level.
Yeah, the first level with the bob-ombs. Yep. So good. And then the cannon to get up to the top.
You have to meet Yoshi.
Yeah. And then you would pretty much just butt slam that big ass
stairway.
Thwomp. Yeah.
And the reverse jump cheat.
Yeah.
That you could do.
And Mario 64, would you ever drop off the baby penguin off the cliff?
Yes.
Fucking penguin.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, that was always a favorite of mine. So yeah, Mario 64.
You can throw Bowser off.
Yeah, I always liked that too. Or just whip him around by his tail.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Well, that's what you have to do. You have to whip him around and
throw him around. Yeah. All right. So you're number 3.
Madden 2001.
Yeah.
It was the first N64 game that was like year and it had like actual people in it. Like that was Tom Brady's first year. He was quarterback number 12. Wasn't Tom Brady?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was another favorite of mine. A lot of the N64 football games were favorites of mine. They were by Acclaim. So that was a big company when N64 was.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, Acclaim was very big. It like died off of the PS2 era.
Yeah.
Because I remember they did the Legends of Wrestling games, and then kind of after that, it's another series I need to revisit again.
Yeah, Legends. WrestleMania, the arcade game.
Oh, I like that game too.
That was for Sega.
I mean, it was for arcade, and they released it for PlayStation as well.
I never.
But yeah, WrestleMania the arcade game was a lot of fun. I wish they would re-release that with like new wrestlers.
Get out of my ring.
Yeah, get out of my ring with Bam Bam Bigelow. Yes, always love that.
The original Undertaker.
I like the combos that you could do. I
then
always like
if you won the championship, you could unlock different characters.
I liked Doink with the hand buzzer. Put it there, pal. Yeah.
I love their little snippets of things, like Shawn Michaels, the showstopper.
Yeah. Well, I like how pretty much like it was made by Midway that, made the Mortal Kombat games, which I don't know if you heard, they're coming out with a Mortal Kombat collection that has like literally all the Mortal Kombat games. Yeah, it's coming out at the end of this month. Yeah, for all current systems. I'm going to get it.
I'm probably going to get it too.
Yeah. I kind of want to... I don't want to wait until December to get the physical copy. I want to get the digital copy just because. But yeah, I know that Madden started becoming big around that time.
Another game that we'll get into in a second, made by Midway. Actually, 2 games by Midway are my 3 and 2 or 4. Yeah, 3 and 2s. So we'll get into those in a second.
Okay, so my next pick, number 3, was WCW NWO Revenge. In my opinion, it is very, very close to being the best wrestling game on the N64, no question. There's something about it that I always loved, and it just expanded on the everything that they did on WCW NWO World Tour, made it better. Was just an amazing game to play. I loved the stages with the arenas and everything. You had Starrcade 97, the classic Halloween Havoc, Super Brawl, and then I'm trying to think of the other one. Of course, they had the Monday Nitro stage, and I think they had Thunder around that time. I think so. Yeah. WCW's stages were always really cool around that time. But I would always main as Savage, Nash, Goldberg, or Kimchi. Always my favorites. There were other wrestlers I would play here and there. But yeah, I always liked those ones.
Yeah, it was mainly red and black.
Yeah. Yeah, that was always really, really fun. All right, so Chris, your number 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, go ahead with your number 3 and number 2.
NFL Blitz.
Blitz players don't pump iron. They have it for breakfast. Deadly long-range passing, linebackers without conscience, and the biggest, baddest, most brutal players to ever walk the earth. NFL Blitz.
Martez, chew your food.
No refs, no rules, no mercy.
Oh yes, NFL Blitz was really, really
Midway.
Good. Yep.
You'd leg drop people, power bomb them.
Yep.
So much fun.
Blitz was always fun to play in the arcade, and then when they released it on the consoles, it wasn't really that much different. It's not like you really lost any quality. No. Like, I always loved playing Blitz.
Blitz League 2, I think, was a little bit better. Because it was M.
Oh, yeah, for, like, PlayStation 2, yeah.
Yeah, and it had, the actual...
injuries and stuff.
Yeah, and you could pop up your players on like cocaine and steroids.
I remember that. Yeah, didn't they have like Lawrence Taylor be the
I don't know because it was
poster boy for that game?
I don't remember, but you're the story mode.
Mm-hmm.
You were that big like linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a lot of fuck and shit and damn, fuck you. And
I never played Blitz the League.
it's very if you like swearing,
Yeah.
play it.
It's more like a dark version of Blitz. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
it was like more story focused,
Mm-hmm.
but it had like heroin and well, not heroin, but like steroids.
Yeah.
And different drugs that you could give your players that would give them boosts.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Blitz in general was always fun. It was very comedic, in my opinion.
That's the thing with the Midway games.
Yeah.
They were more comedic than they were
Yeah.
serious. Like Slugfest 2003.
That was like MLB's version of Blitz, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you could knock people in the head and charge the mound. They wouldn't show the fight, but you could hear the fight going on. It was
So EA had a version of that for hockey, which I don't know if Billy ever told you about that, but I don't think they released it for N64.
No, I have another Midway
Yeah,
game.
Rock the Rink for PlayStation. Yes, me and Billy used to play that game all the time, and Billy actually, my brother Billy, is a commentator for sports. And he would actually use certain commentary sound bites for baseball games.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's like you would hear, like Billy would tell you, like he would talk about that, like when you'd be like, oh, he just bowled him over like 10 pin on league night. Yeah, there was always other favorite ones, like with whenever there were fights. Be like, they were going to settle this with a pillow fight, but they both left their 90s at home. Or like there would be like a guy that would just completely destroy another guy. Be like, oh, he just rumpled that guy's Stiltskin. But yeah, I love Rock the Rink. Such a good game. But yeah, what was your number 2?
Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey.
Okay, Gretzky, it's just you and me. Let's see what you got.
Pass to Gretzky. Shoots! Score!
Lucky shot.
Score! Gretzky! Hit! Oh! Gretzky's really making himself look bad tonight.
Chris, Jackie, come on. Didn't you see that? Throw him in the box!
Gretzky 98 3D hockey. As real as it gets without lacing up.
Saw that one. Gretzky just flattened himself coming in over the blue line.
Loved that game. Played it for hours.
Yeah.
I'd always be the Rangers
Mhm.
because they're my team.
Yeah.
And then I just destroy teams like 15-0. I loved it though that they never said the Islanders. When you face the Islanders, as the Ranger was the New York versus New York.
Even though they're both kind of like New York, New Jersey in a way.
Well, no, they both play in New York.
Oh, they do? Now they do? Or
They always have.
Oh, okay.
The Islanders play at USB Arena.
Oh, okay.
In
Long Island.
Long Island.
Yeah.
The Rangers played MSG in New York City.
Oh, okay.
Because when USB used to be the Nassau
Nassau Coliseum. Yeah.
That's where they've always played.
Yeah.
The Devils still play in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So the Islanders don't play in New Jersey at all?
They play
okay.
in the USB Arena.
Okay. There you go.
And the Rangers, like they've always had at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And they still have the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
And then like the Nets in the NBA.
Yeah, they
moved
play
to
Brooklyn.
They play at the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
But no, NHL still has a New Jersey team.
Oh, that's cool.
And like the NFL, the Giants and the Jets will play it.
Mm-hmm.
MetLife, which is technically in New Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, it was TakeOver New York.
Yeah.
We were in Brooklyn.
I always hated when they would do that with WWE when I would have WrestleMania. Like they would obviously have it at MetLife Stadium, and they would be like, "Oh yeah, they would never say we're in New Jersey."
No, they say we're outskirts of New York.
Yeah, it's like just say you're in New Jersey. Do you guys hate New Jersey that much?
They always say New Jersey's like the worst place to live. Not that I hate New Jersey. I love New Jersey.
I actually had a stop in New Jersey. I don't know if you saw recently. I stopped in New Jersey on the way back last week, and
I stopped in New Jersey on on our way back from Florida.
Yeah, stopped at the Quick Stop and at the Secret Stash. It's always a favorite. So anything else you wanted to talk about with Wayne Gretzky?
It was a midway game.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the goalie made a good save, it's like he's a brick wall and it would turn into a brick wall. Like I'm dead serious. It was like NBA Jam.
Yeah.
But like the goalie would turn into a brick wall.
So good.
I forgot. NBA Jam wasn't a midway game.
It was.
He's on fire.
Yeah, but Acclaim released the console versions of it, but it was a midway game. All right, so my number 2, my number 2 is a classic amongst everybody. Mine is GoldenEye 007. Oh.
Do you know how to use one of these?
GoldenEye. Load a rumble pack and see how it feels when 007 meets N64.
First game I ever had for N64.
Yes, and it's still always a favorite. I love playing it so much. Like there was just so much you could do, like the regular campaign. It was really my first exposure to multiplayer stuff like that, split screen thing before, of course, you could do online play. The only thing I didn't like about split screen was where other people could see where you were going to be and then they would find you, which I always hated. That's why I always like not necessarily being able to see where I am. That's why it was always cool being able, like in later generations, being able to, like, if you could be with your friends and like bring over another setup and play games that way. There's a thing about being able to play online games with your friends while you're there with them where they can't see your screen. That's just something better about that rather than just playing online.
Yeah, but it's like playing a local game in football.
Yeah.
Where you gotta like do this so they don't know what play you're picking.
Exactly. Yeah. So I always like being able to play like near a friend without having to be online. There's just something about that presence that I always like.
Yeah, the local player.
And of course, having different modifiers for your multiplayer matchups in GoldenEye. You could do certain weapons.
Didn't they have a co-op mode too?
I don't think no, they didn't have a co-op mode.
Oh, they did.
But I always like the slappers only, where you could only slap people and get them that way. Also, if you're somebody that would play Odd Job as a main, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. You like that's the rule. Now you're not allowed to play as Odd Job because there would be people that would try to play as Odd Job because it was hard to shoot him because he was shorter. And it's like, no, you're not allowed. Like,
cheating.
Yeah. That was a rule. Whenever I play with my friends, nobody is allowed to play Odd Job.
I never played Odd Job.
Nope, you're not allowed. It's.
I tried to always play as Bond.
Mm-hmm. For me, it was always different. It was different people I would play as.
I really only did the campaign mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm not a big. There are games I'll play multiplayer, but I'm a big single player guy.
Mm-hmm.
The career modes. You don't have 2-person career modes.
Yeah.
You do an F124, but...
Did you ever enable big head mode in any of those games? Yeah, me too. It was always fun. All right, so, Chris, what is your number 1 pick?
Pokemon Puzzle League.
Do you have the skill? Do you have the speed? Do you have the coordination to be Pokemon Puzzle Master? Do you have what it takes to face your toughest opponent yet? The Wall. New Pokemon Puzzle League pits you against 16 trainers in Pokemon's biggest challenge of them all, the Wall. Can you master it? A legion of Pokemon say you can. New Pokemon Puzzle League, rated E for everyone, only on N64.
I played it for hours every day. After school, I'd come home, I'd go up to Michael's room in the N64 was, and just sit down and start playing Puzzle League. Like I said, I'm the only one, not the only person ever, but the only one to beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
They beat every single level. Easy, normal, hard, very hard, super hard.
Just everybody that you know.
Everybody that I know has never beat Puzzle League. Only me.
Yeah.
So I'm awesome like that.
Yeah, I get that.
But no, I vowed that I would beat Puzzle League, and I did. The only bad part about Puzzle League is when you get to the harder levels and you have to face Mewtwo, you have to beat Gary to become the Puzzle League champion, and then you would face Mewtwo. But if you lose to Mewtwo, you have to go back and beat Gary again. To get to Mewtwo, every time you lose to Mewtwo, you have to go back to beat Gary.
So what kind of puzzles are these, by the way? Because I never played Puzzle
There's
League.
match 3s.
Huh? Oh, so it's kind of like Dr. Mario.
But you have a big board that has different it's got fire emblem, water, grass, a special little Pokeball thing.
So it's match 3 or more.
And you gotta match 3 or more.
You're right.
You gotta match 3 or more, and as you start getting combos, it drops solids on your opponent, and you have to match them to break them up into pieces. And obviously, for like Tetris, whoever gets to the top first loses.
Yeah.
And then you have to win all your badges, and then eventually, once it's easy, you just beat everybody. You're done. Congratulations, you won. Normally, you have to be the Elite Four. Congratulations, you're done. Hard, then you have to start beating the Elite Four. You also have to beat Gary, who's the Puzzle League champion. Then you have to beat Mewtwo.
Oh, okay.
And the last 3 difficulties, you have to beat Mewtwo.
Okay.
And obviously, you face Gary first, you face Gary last. Because your first is always Gary, then you go Brock, Misty, Surge, Erica, Koga, Sabrina, Blaine, Team Rocket, Giovanni, Tracy, Elite Four, Gary, Mewtwo.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's...
it's on the Switch.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Whenever Billy comes over, he'll be playing the PS2. I'll take the Switch.
There you go.
And play Puzzle League.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's always been my favorite N64 game.
Okay.
I wanted to get it for my N64. It went $73 on sale.
Boof.
Retro V games.
Yeah.
No way.
You might have to look for it elsewhere then.
Yeah, let's see some. Maybe if I go to J Street Games or Cross Gates.
Yeah, that'd be a cool idea. Yeah, I actually was there recently. They got some good stuff.
That's where I got my N64. Was J Street Games.
Stateside over at Holyoke is pretty good too. Definitely check them out.
I have to.
Yeah. Forgotten Freshness in Mechanicville is also good too. Very good place. So
yes, go to these places. Support local businesses.
Yes. You're not going to find retro games at GameStop. Not around here, no. So go to your local mom and pop gaming store and get stuff off there. Always good to get there. There's actually this good site, DK Oldies. Have you ever checked them out?
No, I've gone to Retro V Games mostly.
Yeah, they're a good shop.
They have some good stuff on Retro V Games. I've got some old PS3 games from them.
Nice. Any honorable mentions for you?
Not really. I mean, a lot of the Madden games, All-Star Baseball 99. That was a good game. Best 2 commentators, John Sterling, Michael Kay, my Yankees commentators.
Yeah.
They were on that. All-Star Football 2000 was good. Had Brett Favre on it. Another acclaim game.
Nice.
Those are some of my other favorites.
Okay. So my number 1, and I'm surprised it wasn't on your list, but you'll probably think of it once I say it. The greatest wrestling game on the N64, WWF, No Mercy.
Yeah.
You know, ever since college, me and my brother Devon have had a real problem showing mercy. Back then, we showed no mercy in the classroom. And now, the Dudley boys show no mercy in the ring. So when THQ asked us to be the No Mercy spokesman, we naturally agreed.
Wage war in all new backstage areas, perform vicious double team moves, and show no mercy in the high-flying ladder match. WWF No Mercy for Nintendo 64. It doesn't get any badder than this. Rated T for teen.
Oh my God. That is, it's not just known as like the best wrestling game on the N64. It's probably known as one of the best wrestling games of all time.
Yeah.
Such a cool game. It's just, oh my god, there's so much I could say about it.
Yeah.
Just the customization you could do, the unlockables,
It was very
the
in-depth
roster.
customization.
Yeah, it was.
The first game that really, you could really customize.
Yeah,
it a lot.
You could spend hours customizing your character.
Yeah.
I always loved the unlockables. The story mode was amazing. All these different branching paths for each title to unlock stuff, and it's just like, before I die, I want to unlock everything.
Yeah, that would be fucking
even the hoe that's like $50,000 in the
Yeah.
SmackDown Mall, and of course there's just that intro, another iconic intro.
And like I said, I have memory cards.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to come over,
Yeah.
and we can play it in the living room.
We definitely have
to. It doesn't
to.
work on this TV.
Yeah.
Because the TV's too new. The one that does work in the living room, we can just play it and try to unlock everything.
Yes,
Come
absolutely.
Come over on a Friday night with your brother.
Yeah.
His brother comes over.
That'd
We'll
be
just
cool.
unlock everything.
Oh my god, can you imagine all of us playing No Mercy? Me, you, Billy, and Shane. Oh my god, that'd be sick. Yeah, we definitely need to do that sometime. That'd be tight. But yeah, always a big favorite of No Mercy. I always used to create a character.
Me too.
For some reason, I would always end up giving him I used to play No Mercy here quite a bit.
Yes.
And I would always end up giving him there was a customization song that was pretty much Nash's music. And I would walk like the Godfather. And the move I always had as my finish was always the Steiner screwdriver. It was just like so epic. Or I would do the fireball that you could blow in people's faces. That was a good one too. But oh my god, that intro alone with the and then just the wee like, and just like all the different stuff that you could actually do. I don't know if you ever saw it or not, but Botchamania did their own version of the
No, I didn't see
Oh my god. I'm showing that to you after we're done. Botchamania, somebody created a Botchamania version of the N6, the No Mercy intro. It is amazing, and the fact that they were able to pull that off. And instead of at the end of the intro with the rock, it goes, if you smell, and all the different words, what the rock is cooking. Just explosion with the WWF logo.
Yeah.
You know what they end up doing with that? Actually, I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to surprise you with it when I have you watch it. But it is so good. I think we might actually have to play some N64 after we're done recording.
Okay, I'll bring it out. We'll bring
Yeah.
it out.
But
I only have two games. I only have Revenge and FIFA 64.
Oh, you don't have No Mercy? Oh, I thought you said it. Well, we'll play Revenge.
I sold all my N64.
That's okay. I have No
To
Mercy.
JG Games, remember, go there.
Yeah. I think I have 2 copies of No Mercy. I might have to give you one of mine. Yeah. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's our list of our favorite games. I don't really have any honorable mentions because there were 1080 snowboarding, Wave Race 64. Those are favorites of mine.
Yeah, I was more Madden, football, baseball.
DK64 was always good too.
Donkey Kong was good on the 64.
Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
Those Rare games were always cool.
Yeah, Rare
was a good developer. Yeah, because they did GoldenEye.
Yeah, I like Rare.
But yeah, I always liked
Square Enix is a good company.
Yeah, they're a good company too. But next episode we are going to be talking about our top 10 spooky things from the 90s.
Halloween.
Yeah, so Halloween is coming up soon. So we're going to be talking about that stuff. It's going to be all different kind of things: memories, movies, music, video games, TV.
If you have any ideas that you want us to talk about,
let us know.
Let us know. You have our socials. You have our email.
Yep, the 90s Nuts podcast. On Facebook and on X. Also, the 90s Nuts podcast at gmail.com. I believe it was the 90s Nuts podcast.
Yes.
Let me just make sure I have that correct here. Let's see here. Yep. Let's see here. Yep, 90s Nuts Podcast at gmail.com. So feel free to check us out. Feel free to drop us a line. But as always, I'm Lance.
I'm Chris.
And this was the 90s Nuts Podcast. We'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good one.